Financial Grownup Guide, celebrating episode 200 with 20 quick and easy financial grown-up tips, plus behind the scenes of the podcast and what is next. You're listening to Financial Grownup with me, certified financial planner, Bobbi Rebell, author of How to Be a Financial Grownup. And you know what? Being a grown-up is really hard, especially when it comes to money. But it's okay. We're going to get there together. We got this. Hey grown-ups, this is a surreal episode. We are celebrating number 200. And I want to first thank everyone for your support. The DMs, the kind notes that you send me mean so much, as do reviews. Please leave one, by the way, if you haven't already. So just thank you. I hope I keep delivering value to all of you. Please be in touch and keep letting me know what you like and what you want to hear more of, and I will do my best to deliver. So for this special episode, I kind of wanted to do something fun directly with you guys. A friend suggested 200 tips for episode 200, but that is ridiculous. So we're going to go for 20. Full disclosure, these are random tips. Some I do, some I aspire to, and in no particular order. Here we go. Number 1, organize your closet to know what you own and be able to find it when you want to use it. Full disclosure here, I am very much a work in progress on this. When we moved into our apartment a decade ago, stuff got put away, and we all know how that goes. We're doing a major reorg, and I'm working up to actually spending money on a closet system, waiting for the discount codes. You know how I am. There's always something more important, right? So I'll keep you posted, and I will leave links in the show notes for any resources that I use. But knowing what you have will keep you from spending on things you already have. And if we're being honest, unless you are really that crazy organized person that we all aspire to be, which is great if you are, it probably has happened. Number 2, donate or sell clothing you have not worn for 2 years, or choose your own time frame. But no, a decade is probably not acceptable. And yes, I do have clothing that is a decade old, so I am on it too. Let's face it, we all have stuff that we know was a mistake buy, but then you have to admit that, and everyone hates admitting that. You want to believe that it was worth it, even though you know you just bought it because it was on sale, even though it was the wrong size and something that you would never wear. So I give myself a 5 out of 10 on this one. There is more room to go. Make sure you get a receipt, by the way, if you do end up donating, so that you can get the deduction if you do end up itemizing on your taxes. Number 3, financial grown-up tip. Go on that trip. Modify it to fit your budget, but do not put off your life until you feel like you are a grown-up and you've got everything checked off. I had a hard time last year going to Iceland. It is very expensive. So we went for just 4 nights. Do not sit home not living your life. That is definitely not grown-up. Number 4, decide on purpose if you are buying or renting for the next 5 years. In other words, have a plan and play out the scenario of how your finances would be impacted by that decision. Write it down. Maybe discuss it with someone that you feel comfortable talking money with, but make a deliberate decision. Just don't fall into renting just because it happens to you. Be deliberate about it. If it's the right thing for you, that's cool. Number 5, make sure your side hustles actually accomplish your goal. If your goal is to earn more money, make sure you are making enough money to justify the time. If your side hustle is for fun, make sure you're really having fun. Don't side hustle just because it's a thing. Number 6, plan meals. This is on my aspiration list, which is really bad. My family does eat at home, but it is a lot of same. And because we live within a block of several grocery stores, including Whole Foods, I am not organized with shopping and often need to run across the street for that one missing ingredient as I'm cooking dinner in the evening. Not grown up. We can all do better. Number 7, understand your paycheck. Go through each line and look up what it is, just so you know. And if you already did your taxes for last year, for 2018, go through each line there so you understand where your money is going on that tax return, the tax pain points, if you will, under the new tax law. You may make different choices if, for example, something you used to deduct no longer is deductible. Just have the information. Number 8, Clean out your computer and create digital systems. So, this is something I have been working on and to a large degree failing. But as I get better at it, it is making a difference in my general productivity, not just in my business, but with life in general. Also, my computer runs better when it's cleaned out. Here's a pro tip. If it's really bad, drag everything onto a hard drive, then wipe the computer clean, and then only load on the stuff that you miss. Only put the stuff, in other words, back on your computer that you actually need. You might want a professional to supervise this. Just saying. Number 9, on that note, create mail systems. I use a program called Sane Later, and I've been mostly happy with it, sorting email. There is still a lot of room for improvement because sometimes it's a little bit too aggressive, and maybe I'm not proactive enough about telling them because it does learn what emails are important to you and what aren't. So you have to be on it. Maybe I need to be on it a little bit more, but it does help free up space. It does help you see the emails that are important to you and not be as overwhelmed. Feel free, by the way, guys, to send me some tips on organizing my email better. I really do need the help. Number 10, follow brands that you like on social media to get discounts. Just recently, we were ordering in food one night. I went on Twitter, got a discount code, and instantly saved money. Number 11, read the news. Grown-ups know what's going on around them. Politics is important because it is often the politicians' decisions that impact our finances. Hello, new tax law. Be aware, and by the way, that includes things like financially relevant Supreme Court decisions and trade war developments. Those can directly impact everything from what things cost to buy to the job market. Number 12, create a financial slush fund to support your friends' charities and causes. Like it or not, as we grow up, we get asked to support friends and actually coworkers as well when they want to raise money for a specific cause. You're going to get asked. Sometimes you may even get ambushed when you least expect it. I remember being with my husband at a work-related party, not at his current company, and it was hosted by somebody senior to him. The host's 12-year-old son actually hit us up for a donation to his Boy Scout troop at the time. And of course, we're happy to give, but we also had no choice but to give. So start to budget for it. It is more than okay to give just $25, even $10. It's the idea that you are supporting your friends, family, and coworkers that really matters. Number 13, focus on being really nice to anyone you deal with in customer service. You can usually get better service and sometimes a better deal. You can even ask nicely if there are any coupons or discounts available. There often are. And if you are that nice person, they usually choose to tell you. Number 14, read the directions to the things that you buy and invest the time to really learn how to work them, not just muddle by. This, full disclosure, is an aspiration for me. I often rush to use products without really learning to use them. Even my iPhone. I can do the basic stuff, but I haven't invested the time, for example, to learn how to take the best photos or shortcuts that I know are out there. Take the time to learn about the things that you already own. Number 15, read more books. Books make you smarter. They just do. I try to segment 45 minutes before bed to devote to reading books. That often goes to books of authors that are going to be on the show. So I also listen to books on audio when I'm walking around or taking public transportation. And as our regulars know, I use Blinkist to get the best summaries of books that I have aspired to read but haven't gotten to. Done is better than perfect. And for me, Blinkist gives me the intel that I want to get from books in the most efficient way. I do audio, but you can also get it with just text on any device, including Kindle. I love Blinkist so much that I partnered with them. So if you want to check them out, please use my link at bobbirebell.com/Blinkist for a free trial. And of course, use the link because that helps to support the show. Thank you. Number 16, install web extensions like Honey, Rakuten, and Ebates so you can get cash back when you buy things that you're going to buy anyway. Number 17, sell things that you aren't using for money and buy used things when they are just commodity items. And yes, you can buy refurbished. I recently bought a purse that was literally had tags on it, brand new, never used, from the Real with a credit from something that I sold. And now I have a brand new designer purse that I effectively didn't pay any new money for. Number 18, unsubscribe in your email and also with almost everything that you subscribe to. And then add back what you miss. They will always take you back. And you sometimes get a better deal for requesting to cancel. Number 19, be smart about outsourcing. It may make sense to have someone do things for you. If they can do it more efficiently and free up your time to do things that either make you more money than the person costs you, or if you can afford it and it frees you up to just have more fun, that's cool too. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should, or that you are the best one for the job. Financial Grownup has a great editor, even though technically I know how to edit. But let's face it, Steve does a better job, and it's not the best use of my time. Same goes for a lot of my social media. Ashley, my wonderful assistant, is more efficient than I am at it. What should you be outsourcing? And number 20, look up from your screen and talk to somebody IRL in real life. You could even call someone instead of emailing, texting, or messaging via social media. And focus on listening. Something I'm definitely always trying to get better at. You never know what kind of business opportunity or friendship could come from just paying better attention to the world around us. Before we wrap, a quick note about the show. If you listen to the April Fool's show, but not until the end, guys, it was April Fool's. The show is continuing. I do have a lot going on, but Financial Grownup is really important to me and is truly a labor of love. So I have no plans to stop. That said, my goal for the next couple hundred episodes is to focus on expanding the show and, yes, monetizing it. I have 2 people that help out the show, Steve Stewart and Ashley Wall. They need to get paid, as do I. So while the show will remain free to all of you, I do ask that you understand that we will be having sponsors on the show. Rather than shortchange you on the editorial content, the sponsors may at times make the show a little longer. We have an amazing lineup of guests for the summer that I can't wait to bring to you. So thanks to all of you for being Financial Grownups with me. Financial Grownup with Bobbi Rebell is edited and produced by Steve Stewart and is a BRK Media production.